Hey everybody, it's Carm here. I'm coming to you on a Sunday morning. Felt like coming on and doing another response video. It's been a while since I'd done a few, in a short time. But yeah, just done the, as so many have, the vinyl tag for this year. And I just seen Alan's video, Static Traveler, in the UK, and he did a very interesting kind of alternative to that non-vinyl tag for this year. His own director, his own idea. Great idea. Sounds like a lot of fun, and just seen his examples, and yeah, I thought I'd try my hand at it. So yeah, this one has just 10 questions, so half of the original vinyl tag, and start right in. Yeah, it's all obviously non-vinyl formats. Show a mini album, replica format CD, and or one with unusual packaging. I thought of this right away for the kind of like a mini LP sleeve. Neighborhoods by Ernest Hood. Memories of Times Past. A beautiful artwork here. Very interesting, very neat album. He plays zither and synthesizer, and there's also found sounds. A lot of like tape recordings of conversation, ambient sounds. You could almost say it's like proto-ambient in some ways. Really hard to define, which again I find that very appealing about it. I very much recommend this. I think of this as kind of like almost like a PBS show from the 70s, from an alternate universe or something. It's really a neat album here. And I think it was just recently reissued, been out of print for many years, but very much recommended. That'd be my choice for that. And a kind of unusual packaging for a CD. This kind of looks like it would be a like a little booklet of some kind. It's by Tim Story and Hans Rodelius, Lazy Ark. It's a CD that comes in. It's kind of a neat and different packaging. I have to listen to this as it's been a little while. Very good album. Next up, number 2, show a music book you have returned to often. Well, I have show real quick a couple of examples. One that's far more obvious than the other. Digital Gothic. A critical discography of Tangerine Dream, of course. I've had this for years and have read and reread it. There's like a biographical section of the band, what they were going through over the years, and then going through each album, kind of the stories behind it, and a little critical blurb on them. So, of course, had to have that. And this is a really neat one I like to go back to. Yurok. European Rock in the Second Culture by Archie Patterson. I have Jeff Vinylspin to thank for alerting me to this one. He's probably shown it before. You see quite a tome here of just going through all different groups and artists of progressive rock, krautrock, electronic, experimental. Interviews from his magazine, Yurok. So that's really what it is. It's a compendium of a lot of interviews and different biographical things. Klaus Mueller. So all kinds of stuff. Yeah, great reference overall. Next up, show 3 releases linked by the same artist from 3 different decades. There's an old favorite here. Deuter, great multi-instrumentalist, been recording for about 50 years now. His first album, D, from 1971. And Cook. We have Hennen from 1992. And yeah, as ever, just about all of his albums, he's the only one playing all the instruments, overdubbing. Very distinctive sound throughout the years. And Immortelle, from 2016. Yeah. On the previous, this one was 92 if I didn't mention it. So, yeah, 3 different decades. Number 4, show a box set you own with the most CDs in it. I've been meaning to show this for a while, and I'll go more in depth into it in a future video. Of course, my favorite here, Tangerine Dream, In Search of Hades. This has 16 CDs with 2 Blu-ray DVDs, which I still have to get a Blu-ray player so I could watch those. But just real quick, I'll show you the inside here. It looks like it'll be an LP, but it's actually CDs. And there's one just like this with more discs. So yeah, more. That's the most CDs in one box set that I have. And next up, number 5, show a music magazine or magazine-produced publication. 2 examples here. A very beat-up copy of The Wire, which Alan had showed in his video. Yeah, I'd been into this magazine since the 90s. And as he was saying for himself, doesn't read magazines as much. I don't either. I don't pick them up the way I used to, but this is a favorite for many years. I don't know how I got so beat up like this. But yeah, it's an old favorite. And this is a book which is culled from different magazines. New Age musicians. Various artists here often categorized as New Age. It's nice profiles and interviews of that with them. You have Michael Hedges, among others. And they're all kind of formatted like this. And this was culled from the pages of Guitar Player, Keyboard, and Frets magazines. It's a fun curiosity there. Next up, number 6, show a non-music CD or cassette. Again, a couple of examples here. Barry Morrow, Bill for Short. Really beautiful story about, this is actually the fellow William Sachter, I think his name was, where the film Rain Man was based off, at least in part. I think he was the screenwriter, might have been the screenwriter for that, Barry Morrow, sorry. Really great, if you could ever hear this, it's really a lot of empathy and just a beautiful story, very inspiring. And CD set, Fred Allen Wolf, Dr. Quantum presents Meet the Real Creator, You. Kind of a compilation of talks he's given. It's a multiple disc set here. Yeah, all spoken word. Just which I like. I like like the other ones, monologues and just people giving talks. So I have quite a few of this sort of thing. Yeah. Dr. Quantum. Number 7, show an album you have not played in over 2 years. Kind of ashamed to admit this, but bought this upon its release, listened to it a few times, and then for some reason haven't gone back to it. This is Peter Baumann, Machines of Desire. He hadn't recorded in a long time, I think since the 80s. In 2016, he put this out. A wonderful album, and for some reason I just haven't gotten back to it. Of course, Peter Baumann from Tangerine Dream. But, now that I have it out, I will be playing it later on. It's been much too long. Number 8, show a music-related DVD you would recommend. Another one I'm pulled out and haven't watched in a while. Meeting John Abercrombie, late great guitar player, wonderful artist. Documentary, there's music, there's performance footage. There's also kind of a little peek into his everyday life at the time, which is near the end of his life. I think this was released posthumously, if I'm not mistaken. But really wonderful sort of portrait of him, and just very intimate and just has a great tone and feel throughout. Very homey, as it actually shows him at home. playing and sort of commiserating and hanging out, and his pets. He has a cat, maybe a couple. So of course that draws one in. But, yeah, Meeting John Abercrombie. If you haven't seen this, very much recommend. It's excellent. Open Land, the title. Next up, number 9. Show an album that was a disappointment. Feel bad saying this. It's one of my favorite groups, but must be honest. Genesis. Paris Olympia, June 26, 1972. Now this is a bootleg, and of course you can't expect too much sound-wise from a bootleg, but this was really not good as far as the sound quality. I mean, it's almost unlistenable. I have to be honest. Yeah, I got through it one time and just barely, like just waiting it out kind of thing. Yeah, it's just not very good quality at all. But I keep it for the the packaging. This has interesting packaging too. That it's kind of a soft plastic. It's a little different than the jewel cases. But yeah, it's a disappointment that came to mind. And I think I got most of them. Oh, for the final one, number 10, show an album with a poor cover and/or an album you'd never play in front of your parents or children. I couldn't really think of one for either one of those, so I sort of combined those in my own way. I have a cover here in which I wouldn't want to show if I had kids, especially if they're younger, that I probably wouldn't want it laying around for them to see, till later on. So if your kids are watching with you, at the count of 3, you might want to close your eyes. Okay. If you're offended by nudity at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Body Love 2 by Klaus Schulze. Yeah, probably be an example of just something you might want to keep out of range of view of certain folks. But yeah, and yeah, I think that's it. So I wanted to kind of go through these kind of quick. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people. I could see already a few people have responded to this. So yeah, just wanted to respond. Again, it's a really fun idea, and definitely recommend you trying it out yourself. Especially if you're like myself, who likes a lot of other formats. Just aside from vinyl. Well, primarily CD, but yeah, by all means. Just playing in the background here. Hope it hasn't been too loud. Roger Van Atterloo, On the Move and the French Collection, 2 for CD. 2 albums here, and fun stuff. So yeah, and please visit Alan's channel if you get a chance, if you're not familiar. Great guy, wide range of tastes, a lot of unusual things, and I think you'll enjoy it. So, all pro well, and thanks for watching, and until the next one. Peace, love, and joy.